Welcome to mailbox, or my mailbox, stacking the shelves. I'm like having a brain fart here for the weekend of July 8th. My son wanted to talk a little bit real quick about a book that he just finished reading. What book?
It's Wonder.
Okay, what do you think about it?
It was a good book. It was about a kid who gets teased because his face is different than everybody else.
Would you recommend it?
Yeah.
You liked it a
lot? It was a really good book.
All right. I know it's one I've been wanting to read, but I have not yet read. So now that he's done reading it, maybe I can read it. I can add it to my stack of books that I'm going to go through here. Do you want to say anything else to anybody?
Not really.
Let's say bye.
Bye.
All right. He's out of here. Okay, so on with our regularly scheduled program. This is my book haul for the last couple weeks. It's kind of cute that my son, he was all excited to come in and talk about his book, so I'm glad he enjoyed it. So I did get 2 books for review. The first book I got for review is the 11th book in the October Day series, The Brightest Fell by Shauna McGuire. I got this from NetGalley to review. I believe it was NetGalley, and it comes out September 5th, so quite a while till it comes out. This is one of my absolutely favorite urban fantasy series. Very excited to read this, so yay. The other one I got, I'm also pretty excited about, and I got this through NetGalley to review as well, and that is Fireblood by Ellie Blake. This is the second book in the Frostblood series. I don't know if the series actually has a name. I think it's just the Frostblood series. As I said, it comes out September 12th. This is a young adult fantasy series. And, for Frostblood, I liked it, but I'm messing with my hair. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I thought it was a good young adult fantasy, and I like young adult fantasy in general. So I'm curious to see how Fireblood is. I do really love the covers on these. I think they're just very interesting and engaging. And they're pretty simple, so I don't know why, but I really do like the covers on these. So that's the second one I got for review. I did buy a few books. The first one that I bought for my son, it was kind of like an out-of-school present, is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. I think that's how you say it. I've heard a ton about this book, and when it came out, I did get offered it for review, but I was pretty swamped, so I didn't get it. My son really liked it, so I will probably read it. He is 10 years old, and he liked it. It's about a boy who's got some facial deformities, from what I understand, and just about him trying to fit in at school and all that. And I don't know what else it is about besides that, but I will definitely read it. The second one I bought is one I'm super excited about, and that is the, I can't believe, ninth omnibus of Vinland Saga by Makoto Yokomura. These are amazing graphic novels. They are big, and they're historical fiction that takes place in the Viking era. They're amazing. Every year I am so excited for these to come out. I wait, I pre-order, and then I sit and wait for it to show up. As soon as it shows up, I read it. I'm doing nothing else the night that these come out but reading this book. So this continues to be an amazing series. The detail in the drawing is fantastic. The story is fantastic. The characters are amazing. There's some humor in them. There's action. Everybody should just read these. If you like manga at all or graphic novels, read Vinland Saga. It is really, really well done. I just can't say enough about these. Every single book in the series has been fantastic, and I just don't ever want it to end. It's one of those ones, when it ends, I won't know what to do with myself besides start over at book 1 and start reading it again. All right, for the last few here, we did stop by Half Price Books tonight, which is always a thing. I always find stuff, right, that I need because I need it. One thing I did find there, and I left the price tag on, so I'm going to peel that up, that I have been wanting to read for a long time is Blankets by Craig Thompson. Previously, I had read Habib, that one, the one about the Middle East, by Craig Thompson. I really loved it. It was very adult, but it was very well done and very creative. The artwork is all in black and white, and I tend to prefer color, but the stories and characters that these books involve are just fantastic, and some of the creative things that Thompson does with text and artwork is really interesting. So Blankets did come out before Habibe, probably totally saying that wrong, But I have not read it yet. And I saw it Half Price Books and I was like, oh my gosh, I still haven't read that. And I've been wanting to read forever. So very excited to read this. And I was really happy I found it at Half Price Books. The second one I found at Half Price Books was just one of those, again, price tag on it. Sorry, I must peel that off or else I'm just going to feel awkward about like showing you the book. I don't like price tags on my books. This was just a random thing I picked up. I really do like the Archaea brand. And this is a book called The Collector by Sergio Topi. I don't even really know what it's about. I did look up on Goodreads real quick. It's supposed to be good. It has some interesting artwork in it. And yeah, I just thought it sounded kind of cool. It's like about a guy who collects stuff. And there's different stories in here related to that. So I think that'll be fun to read. And that was just kind of a random, oh, hey, this looks cool. And I picked it up and got it. The last book I got, I did get from the library. And that book is The Rogue World by Matthew Kirby. This is not a very well-known series. I don't see it much anywhere. But this is the third and final book in the Dark Gravity sequence. At least I'm pretty sure it's the final book. I believe it's a trilogy. I don't know why I don't see this. It's a middle grade series, and it's kind of like takes place in a world where we're in eternal winter and nobody knows why, and then they travel up to the North Pole where this kid's mom is working, and they figure out it has something to do with some science fiction themes, and that's all I'm going to say. There's a lot of adventure. It's a really interesting world and setting, and I've just been really intrigued by the story. And you really don't see it around much, and I don't know why, but if you're interested in kind of like post-apocalyptic adventure with some sci-fi themes to it, The Dark Gravity sequence by Matthew J. Kirby, I really like. I think it's a very unique story. So yeah, I'm excited to read that and see how everything wraps up. And I don't know why, I never see it anywhere, but I'm like, I wouldn't say obsessed about, but I really enjoy it. So those are the books I got this week. So The Rogue World from the library is one, and then I got 2 at Half Price Books. Oh, these are both so heavy. The Collector and Blankets by Craig Thompson. And then I bought 2, so this would be 6, Vinland Saga, Omnibus 9, and then Wonder. And then I got 2 for review. So that would be 8 books. So Fireblood and The Brightest Spell. So for those of you who are only interested in books, you can just stop listening now. I am going to talk a little bit longer since I think last time I kind of got interrupted by my son at the end about my new job. I did get a new job. I've worked for many years as a materials chemical engineer person, but I do have a degree both in chemical engineering and information technology, which me and my husband have our own company, and so I kind of went back and got the IT degree to help that. So recently I did accept a different job in the company. I work at 3M in the IT department, the information technology department over there. And it's kind of a unique job. It's they wanted like somebody with chemistry engineering background and an IT degree. So I happen to have all of that, and I've really been wanting to move into the IT arena for a long time. For a lot of reasons, I find it very interesting. There's more flexibility in the job, and I think long term there's more stability for me, so there's just more job opportunities and more opportunity for growth for me. So I have been doing that now, and it's my second day. I just finished. This is Friday night I'm doing this. My second day in my new job, and honestly, I am loving it so far. I have a lot to learn, but everybody I've been interacting with has been amazing. They're very passionate about what they're doing, which is fun, and there's just a lot of neat stuff that I think we're going to be able to push forward. So I'm really excited. I'm the project lead for this new deal, and I'm excited about a little more responsibility. I'm excited about the opportunity for just doing all this neat new stuff. So we'll see. Like in a couple months, I'll have to update, because when you start a new job, a lot of times it's like, oh my God, this is so cool. And then you get into it a few months later and you're like, yeah, this sucks. But I don't think this is going to be like that. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and so I'm very excited. However, there will be some changes for the blog and my YouTube channel while this is going on. I used to not work on Fridays. I was part-time, and now I do work on Fridays, so I'll have less time to dedicate to videos, book reviews, reading in general, that kind of stuff, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means that I'll be doing a lot more different stuff. But it does mean I might miss more of these posts. I might not be doing as many reviews, which I try to do 5 book reviews a week, but sometimes that's kind of hard to keep up with. So yeah, there might be, I don't know if anybody even cares, but there might be some repercussions for my blog stuff, my fun stuff, I guess, my hobbies. So yeah, that's the update of that. Anyways, that being said, I hope you guys got some great books this week. I hope you had and have a great week of reading. And I will hopefully talk to you next week. We are planning another camping trip next week, so I may be leaving early on Friday. I might not have time to do this. We did camp over the 4th. It was great. We were in our new camper. It was amazing. Nobody ever wants to leave when we go up to the North Shore, and it's just beautiful. You're in Lake Superior, and it's nice and cool. Nobody in my family likes the heat. So it's nice and cool. And 4th of July, you're staying out there doing fireworks with your sweatshirts on, and it was great. Hard to come back, but great. So yeah, I talked a long time. I will let you guys go. Have a great week of reading, and I will hopefully talk to you next week. If not, I'll talk to you the week after. All right, bye.